Daily Horoscope for Gemini. June 20, 2025, standing at the very cusp of your season, Gemini, today marks a powerful transitional period as the sun prepares to shift from your sign into Cancer tomorrow. This final day of Gemini season brings a particular potency to your natural gifts of communication and intellectual curiosity. The cosmic landscape today features a fascinating Mercury-Jupiter trine that especially favors you, dear Gemini. With Mercury, your ruling planet, dancing harmoniously with expansive Jupiter, your mind is exceptionally sharp and your words carry unusual weight and influence. This is a day when your ideas can truly take flight and find receptive audiences. Venus, positioned in Leo, creates a vibrant energy in your communication sector, bringing charm and warmth to your interactions. You'll find yourself naturally drawing others in with your wit and engaging conversational style. If you've been meaning to have an important discussion with someone close to you, today's energy supports heartfelt exchanges that lead to mutual understanding. Meanwhile, Mars in Virgo is activating your home and family sector, bringing a burst of energy to domestic matters. You might feel compelled to reorganize your living space or address lingering household projects. This practical energy helps ground your naturally airy nature, allowing you to manifest your creative ideas into tangible results. The moon in Aquarius forms a lovely air trine with your sun, creating a harmonious flow between your individual expression and your social connections. Group activities and collaborative projects are highly favored today. Your ability to understand diverse perspectives makes you an invaluable team member or mediator. Financially, today brings interesting opportunities through unexpected sources. A conversation with a colleague or friend might reveal a promising investment or side project. While your dual nature sometimes struggles with financial discipline, today you're blessed with both creative vision and practical insight. Consider setting long-term financial goals while this balanced energy supports you. In matters of the heart, coupled Geminis will benefit from sharing intellectual interests with their partner. Planning a museum visit, attending a lecture, or simply engaging in stimulating conversation will strengthen your bond. Single Geminis might find attraction sparking in educational settings or through online conversations. Your words are your most powerful attractant today. Health-wise, pay special attention to your respiratory system and nervous energy. Your ruling planet Mercury governs these areas, and today's heightened mental activity could leave you feeling wired if you don't create proper outlets. Breathing exercises, moderate cardio activity, and adequate hydration will help maintain balance. A subtle Neptune aspect suggests that boundaries between work and personal life might blur today. While your adaptable nature handles this well, be conscious of not overcommitting yourself. Your eagerness to please others sometimes leads to spreading yourself too thin. The position of Saturn in Pisces continues to ask you to build more solid foundations in your career path. Today may bring recognition from authority figures or the chance to demonstrate your versatility in professional settings. Document your achievements; they're building toward something significant. Your creative expression reaches remarkable heights today. If you work in communications, marketing, writing, or teaching, expect breakthrough moments. Ideas that have been percolating in your subconscious may suddenly crystallize into brilliant concepts ready for implementation. Socially, you're even more magnetic than usual. Friends and acquaintances are drawn to your intellectual energy and quick humor. Your gift for bringing diverse people together shines brightly. Consider hosting a gathering or initiating a group activity that connects different social circles. Spiritual growth comes through intellectual exploration today. You might find yourself drawn to philosophical texts or conversations that expand your worldview. Your natural skepticism is balanced with openness, creating perfect conditions for meaningful growth. Lucky numbers today are 5, 14, and 23. Favorable colors include yellow and light blue, which amplify your communicative powers. Carrying citrine or clear quartz can help focus your mental energy in productive directions. Overall, This final day of your solar return represents a culmination of the personal growth you've experienced over the past year. Take time to acknowledge how you've evolved and set intentions for the cycle ahead. Your adaptability and intellectual curiosity continue to be your greatest strengths, Gemini, as you transition into a new season of growth and discovery. As a Gemini, June 2025 presents a fascinating planetary alignment that directly influences your intellectual and communicative capacities. The Sun will have just moved into Cáncer, creating a pivotal energy shift in your second house of resources and values. This transition occurs mere hours before your analysis date, bringing fresh financial awareness after an intense birthday season. Mercury, your ruling planet, finds itself in a powerful position in your own sign, creating a cosmic homecoming that amplifies your natural talents for communication, analysis, and quick thinking. This self-reinforcing placement creates a rare window where your thoughts translate to words with exceptional clarity and persuasiveness. Venus, positioned in Leo, illuminates your third house of communication, adding warmth and charisma to your already enhanced expressive abilities. This creates a golden triangle of communicative power with your natal placements. Mars in Virgo activates your fourth house of home and foundations, bringing analytical energy to domestic matters and possibly triggering some reorganization or precision-focused activities in your living space. Jupiter, continuing its journey through Gemini during this period, creates an exceptional once-in-12 years opportunity, expanding your personal presence and opening doors to personal growth that may have seemed impossible in previous years. Saturn in Pisces forms a challenging square to your sign from your 10th house of career and public standing, requiring disciplined approaches to professional responsibilities despite your heightened social energy. Uranus, now in the early degrees of Gemini, continues its revolutionary 7-year transit through your sign, bringing unexpected innovations and potential breakthroughs in self-expression. This position particularly amplifies your inventive thinking on this date, as it forms an energizing trine with Venus. Neptune in Aries occupies your 11th house of community and future goals, inspiring idealistic visions, but potentially clouding certain friendship dynamics. Be mindful of projecting unrealistic expectations onto group situations. Pluto in Aquarius forms a harmonious air trine with your sign from your 9th house, deepening your intellectual pursuits and potentially transforming your worldview through powerful information or educational opportunities. The North Node in late Capricorn and South Node in Cáncer create an axis across your financial houses, highlighting karmic lessons around resource management and value systems. Chiron in Taurus sits in your 12th house of the unconscious, slowly healing wounds related to security and self-worth that may surface subtly throughout this day. The lunar position shows the moon in Scorpio in your 6th house of daily work and wellness, intensifying emotional reactions to workplace situations and health matters. This creates a water trine with the Cáncer sun, facilitating emotional intelligence in practical settings. Mercury's closest aspect is a sextile to Uranus, supercharging innovative thinking and potentially bringing surprising news or unexpected intellectual insights that could redirect your attention. The asteroid Pallas, Athena, conjoins your Mercury position, enhancing strategic thinking and problem-solving abilities particularly related to communication puzzles or intellectual challenges. Look for patterns emerging in conversations or data analysis. Black Moon Lilith in Virgo brings subversive energy to family dynamics, possibly revealing hidden tensions or unspoken truths in domestic relationships that require acknowledgement. The part of fortune falls in your 5th house of creativity and self-expression, suggesting that authentic creative output aligns perfectly with your highest good on this date. Gemini, as June 20th, 2025 arrives, you're standing at a powerful threshold between cosmic influences. With the sun preparing to leave your sign, there's a compelling energy affecting your communication patterns today. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a stimulating trine with Uranus, creating an electric current through your mental faculties and verbal expression. Your words have a particular spark, innovative, perhaps even revolutionary. Ideas may come to you in unexpected flashes of insight, making this an excellent day to brainstorm or pitch unconventional concepts. There's a quicksilver quality to your thinking process that even surprises you. Your natural gift for communication is amplified tenfold today. The words seem to flow from you with remarkable ease, carrying a persuasive power that captivates those around you. Pay attention to spontaneous conversations. They could lead to significant breakthroughs or connections. With the moon in Aquarius forming a harmonious aspect to Mercury, your emotional intelligence is heightened, allowing you to read between the lines in conversations. You're picking up on subtleties and nuances that might normally escape notice. This intuitive edge gives you an advantage in negotiations or important discussions. However, be mindful of a challenging square between Mercury and Neptune later in the day. This aspect can introduce a fog of confusion or misunderstanding if you're not careful. Double-check important communications, especially anything in writing, as there's potential for misinterpretation or missing crucial details. Venus in your communication sector enhances your diplomatic abilities today. Your words carry a particular charm and grace, making it easier to navigate potentially difficult conversations. If there have been tensions in your relationships, this is an auspicious time to clear the air. Social media interactions could prove especially fruitful. Your posts or messages may reach a wider audience or make unexpected connections. For Geminis working in creative fields, today offers a remarkable flow of expression. Writers, speakers, teachers, and artists will find that ideas crystallize with unusual clarity and originality. The planetary alignment supports breaking through old patterns of communication and exploring new territories of self-expression. Jupiter's influence from your subconscious sector suggests that some of your most powerful insights may come from paying attention to dreams, meditation, or quiet moments of reflection. Your unconscious mind is particularly active, sending signals and messages that could revolutionize how you communicate your deepest truths. Professional communications benefit from Mars in your career sector, adding assertiveness and confidence to your work-related expressions. This is an excellent day for presentations, interviews, or making your case to superiors. Your ability to articulate goals and ambitions comes with an authoritative edge that commands respect. Be conscious of how quickly you're speaking today. The Mercury-Uranus aspect accelerates your mental processes, which might cause you to race ahead of others in conversation. Taking deliberate pauses will allow your brilliant ideas to land properly with your audience. Your voice carries particular resonance today, literally and figuratively. There's something about your vocal tone that others find compelling. If you've been considering podcast appearances, voice recording, or public speaking engagements, this cosmic alignment offers supportive energy. Technology serves as an exceptional tool for your expression today. Digital communications, social media, video conferences, and collaborative online platforms all provide channels where your ideas can flourish and find their audience. Don't shy away from utilizing these mediums. Pay attention to synchronistic communications, messages that seem to arrive at precisely the right moment, or conversations that echo thoughts you've been having. The universe is creating a feedback loop through your interactions today. For Geminis in educational settings, whether teaching or learning, today's energy supports dynamic exchanges of information. Class discussions, lectures, or study groups will prove particularly stimulating and productive. Written communications benefit from a blend of logical structure and intuitive flow. Reports, articles, important emails, or creative writing projects that you undertake today have the potential to be both intellectually rigorous and emotionally resonant. Remember that listening is as important as speaking today. With so much mental energy, you might be tempted to dominate conversations. The richest exchanges will happen when you create space for true dialogue. Your mental agility allows you to adapt quickly to shifting conversation topics, making you an ideal facilitator in group discussions. Use this skill to ensure all voices are heard while still contributing your valuable insights. Gemini, June 20th, 2025, brings a fascinating financial landscape for you as Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a trine with Jupiter in your money sector. This celestial alignment opens doors to unexpected financial opportunities, particularly through communication-based ventures and quick, intelligent moves in the marketplace. Your natural versatility shines today, allowing you to spot value where others see chaos. The sun's recent entry into Cáncer activates your second house of personal resources, illuminating new pathways for income generation that align with your authentic talents. Venus, positioned in your communication sector, suggests that your words carry particular financial weight now. Negotiations started today could yield profitable results in approximately 3 weeks. Notice how your network might present a lucrative opportunity around midday. A colleague or acquaintance could mention something seemingly, in passing, that contains the seed of a valuable financial tip. Your mental agility gives you an advantage in rapidly changing markets today. The moon in Libra forms a harmonious aspect with your sign, enhancing your ability to balance short-term gains with long-term financial security. This isn't just about immediate returns, but establishing patterns that can sustain wealth over time. Look particularly at investments or ventures that combine technology with human connection. This intersection proves especially fortunate for Gemini natives today. With Saturn retrograde in your career sector, you might find that revisiting an abandoned financial project or idea reveals overlooked potential. Perhaps something you started months ago but set aside deserves fresh consideration. The numbers may work differently now. Pay special attention to documentation and contracts today. Neptune's position suggests potential confusion around financial details. Double-check everything, especially if it involves shared resources or collaborative ventures. The afternoon presents a golden window for pitching ideas or requesting financial backing, as the Moon-Jupiter configuration enhances receptivity to your proposals. Consider unusual investment venues that align with emerging technologies or communication platforms. Your natural domain as a Gemini gives you insight others might miss. Financial opportunities today may come packaged as problems needing solutions, so maintain your characteristic adaptability. Your ability to reframe challenges gives you a distinct advantage. Watch for patterns in information flow around noon. Repeating numbers or themes could point toward favorable financial moves. Mercury's position also enhances your intuition about timing. That instinct about when to move forward deserves your trust today. Resources tied to educational ventures, publishing, or cross-cultural exchanges carry particular promise for you. Jupiter's influence expands opportunities related to teaching, learning, or sharing information across boundaries. This could translate to actual income streams not just today, but developing over the next 3 months. The evening hours favor reviewing your financial strategy with a trusted advisor or partner, as Venus enhances collaborative thinking around resources. Remember that Gemini's financial strength often comes through diversification. Today supports creating multiple income streams rather than concentrating all efforts in one area. Your financial intuition runs strong. That subtle inner voice suggesting a particular direction deserves your attention, especially when it comes to timing of purchases or investments. With Uranus stirring activity in your subconscious sector, unexpected financial insights may arise from dreams or quiet moments of reflection. The key financial opportunity today involves leveraging your intellectual assets in new markets or platforms. Your ideas have monetary value now more than ever. As the cosmic energy shifts on June 20, 2025, Geminis find themselves at a particularly auspicious crossroads. The sun's final moments in your sign create a powerful surge of culminating energy before the transition into Cáncer. This positioning activates your most fortunate zone of personal resources and talents. Mercury, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in Libra, opening exceptional opportunities in areas requiring your signature communication skills. This alignment doesn't happen often with such precision, so recognize this as a day when your words carry extra weight and influence. Your most fortunate area today centers around intellectual pursuits that involve collaboration or partnership. Academic achievements, writing projects, contracts, and negotiation all receive cosmic benefits, with outcomes likely exceeding your expectations. The Venus-Neptune sextile brings a touch of magic to your creative expression. Artists, writers, and performers among you will find an almost supernatural flow state accessible today. Your ideas seem to materialize from the cosmic ether, bringing forth inspired concepts that combine practicality with vision. Financial opportunities appear through unusual channels today. Jupiter's influence spotlights potential gains through joint ventures, particularly those involving technology, communication platforms, or educational initiatives. Pay attention to casual conversations that could lead to profitable connections. Your network expands in valuable ways. The moon in Aquarius activates your ninth house of higher learning, making this an exceptionally favorable day for applying for advanced education programs, publishing opportunities, or international connections. Proposals submitted today carry a distinct energetic advantage. For Geminis seeking career advancement, the planetary alignment supports meetings with mentors or authority figures. Your ability to present ideas clearly while remaining adaptable to feedback creates the perfect conditions for professional growth. Seek opportunities where your versatility shines. Social fortune appears in intellectual gatherings. A dinner discussion, book club, workshop, or industry meetup could introduce you to someone who becomes instrumental in your personal or professional journey. The connection forms through the exchange of ideas rather than superficial interactions. Physical energy runs high today with Mars in a supportive aspect to your Sun. Activities combining mental and physical engagement bring the greatest benefits. Consider activities like strategic sports, dance classes that require learning new sequences, or outdoor adventures that stimulate both body and mind. Your fortunate colors today vibrate with Mercury's influence silver, light blue, and patterns that incorporate multiple hues reflect the multifaceted nature of your current energetic advantage. Wearing or surrounding yourself with these colors amplifies your natural strengths. The number 5 carries particular fortune for you today. Whether it's choosing the fifth option, scheduling something at 5 o'clock, or simply noticing this number appearing repeatedly, recognize it as cosmic confirmation you're moving in alignment with your highest potential. Family relationships, particularly with siblings or cousins, offer unexpected support. A conversation with a relative could reveal information that proves valuable to your current goals. Be open to wisdom from unexpected sources. The final hours of the sun in your sign before tomorrow's solstice create a unique transitional energy. Use this time for reflection and setting intentions. The cosmic forces support declarations made during this window, especially those related to how you'll use your natural talents in service to both yourself and others in the coming year. Remember that your greatest fortune today comes from embracing your innate Gemini duality. Your ability to see multiple perspectives gives you an edge in nearly every situation. Rather than choosing between options, look for ways to synthesize seemingly contradictory paths into innovative solutions. The social landscape for Gemini on June 20, 2025, sparkles with unusual potential as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with Neptune in the morning hours. Your words carry an almost magical quality today, allowing you to connect with others on deeper emotional wavelengths that typically remain elusive to your air sign nature. This is not your normal light Gemini banter. There's something more profound happening in your interactions. With the moon in Leo activating your third house of communication, you'll find yourself particularly magnetic in group settings. People are drawn to your stories and insights, giving you a natural platform for expression. Notice how acquaintances seem to transform into confidants with surprising ease. A conversation that begins about mundane matters could unexpectedly reveal vulnerable truths, creating bonds that transcend superficial connections. Venus, positioned in your second house, suggests that shared resources or values may become the foundation for meaningful social developments today. You might find yourself connecting with someone who appreciates your intellectual approach to life's material concerns. This could manifest as an introduction to someone through a financial discussion, or perhaps a conversation about possessions that reveals aligned values. Digital communications receive a significant boost today. A message sent to a dormant contact could rekindle an important relationship, or an online group interaction might open doors to new social circles that align perfectly with your evolving interests. Pay attention to synchronicities in virtual spaces. They're not accidental. Around midday, when Mars squares Jupiter, watch for a tendency to overcommit socially. Your enthusiasm for connecting with everyone might leave you spread thin if you're not careful. There's a difference between meaningful engagement and simply accumulating social appointments. Quality deserves priority over quantity today, particularly as the day progresses. A subtle opposition between Mercury and Pluto suggests that power dynamics may emerge in certain social interactions. Be mindful of conversations that feel like verbal sparring matches rather than exchanges. Your quick wit is your strength, but today it serves you best when used to elevate others rather than to dominate discussions. Someone may be testing boundaries through conversation. Maintain your characteristic adaptability while honoring your own limits. Evening hours bring a softening influence as the moon forms a sextile with Venus. This creates perfect conditions for intimate gatherings rather than large social events. Consider hosting a small dinner or meeting just one or two friends for meaningful conversation. The connections you nurture now have remarkable staying power, especially when you allow yourself to share ideas you've been contemplating privately. For coupled Geminis, this is an excellent day to introduce your partner to friends they haven't yet met. The stars support bridging different parts of your social world. Single Geminis might find that friends become unexpected matchmakers. Remain open to introductions that come through trusted social connections. Your social intuition is heightened today. That subtle feeling about someone's hidden motives or unexpressed feelings. Trust it. Neptune's influence makes you unusually perceptive about the unspoken emotional currents running beneath social exchanges. This isn't your typical Gemini analytical approach. It's something more visceral and should be heeded. Professional connections also receive beneficial aspects today, with Saturn in your 10th house creating stability in work relationships. A casual conversation with a colleague could evolve into a valuable alliance. Remember that the line between professional and personal relationships may blur productively under today's astral influences. Networking doesn't have to feel transactional to be effective. The later evening brings a need for reflection as the moon begins to square Mercury. Social energy that felt effortless earlier may require more conscious navigation. This isn't a signal to withdraw, but rather to become more intentional about your interactions. Sometimes asking deeper questions, rather than sharing another anecdote, creates the most meaningful connection. Overall, June 20th offers Gemini a day of rich social potential that goes beyond your typical quick-witted exchanges. The connections you nurture today have unusual staying power, particularly when you allow yourself to move beyond intellectual rapport into more emotionally resonant territory. Your natural gifts of communication are amplified, but it's your willingness to listen that may create the most significant social developments by day's end. As June 20th arrives, Gemini, you're standing at an astrological crossroads with Mercury forming a supportive trine to Saturn. This creates a rare window for implementing lasting structures around your typically fluid ideas. Your mental agility is heightened today, but rather than bouncing between concepts as you often enjoy doing, The stars advise channeling this energy into completion and consolidation. Take those half-finished projects that have been lingering in your workspace and choose just one to bring to fruition. The satisfaction of completion will fuel your motivation far more than starting something new today. With Venus and Mars in a complex dance, your social interactions require thoughtfulness, particularly in digital communications. Before sending important messages, take 3 deep breaths and reread your words. This pause could prevent misunderstandings that might otherwise spiral. The moon's position in Aquarius amplifies your innovative thinking, making this an excellent day to solve problems that have resisted conventional approaches. However, Jupiter's influence suggests you should avoid making impromptu financial decisions, particularly involving friends or social contacts. Create a boundary between your social world and your resources today. Your body is signaling a need for attention to your nervous system. Incorporate at least 15 minutes of complete silence into your day, preferably outdoors where you can ground yourself. This isn't merely relaxation, but essential maintenance for your mental clarity. In conversations today, practice the art of listening twice as much as you speak, a challenge for your sign but one that will yield unexpected insights. Someone in your circle holds a piece of information that's valuable to your personal growth, but they'll only share it if they feel truly heard. Regarding your workspace, the planetary alignments support reorganization. Clear your digital and physical environments of distractions that fragment your attention. Your effectiveness today depends not on how much you do, but on how present you can be with each task. Tonight, as the stars shift, set aside time to write down 3 specific goals for the coming month. The universe is particularly receptive to Gemini intentions set during this evening's energy configuration. And finally, your power color today is indigo. Incorporate it into your clothing or environment to enhance your intuitive capabilities, which are unusually strong under today's celestial conditions. Remember, Gemini, today isn't about speed but about depth. The stars are supporting quality over quantity in everything you undertake. Daily Horoscope for Gemini. June 20, 2025, standing at the very cusp of your season, Gemini, today marks a powerful transitional period as the sun prepares to shift from your sign into Cáncer tomorrow. This final day of Gemini season brings a particular potency to your natural gifts of communication and intellectual curiosity. The cosmic landscape today features a fascinating Mercury-Jupiter trine that especially favors you, dear Gemini. With Mercury, your ruling planet, dancing harmoniously with expansive Jupiter, your mind is